A church in Chicago that opened more than 100 years ago is set to close for good this Sunday, right after the 1 p.m. Mass. But there is a community effort to try and save Our Lady of Lourdes on the city's north side. One group hopes to have it designated as a historic landmark. The church was built back in 1916. Parishioners say that it draws pilgrims from all over the country to see the replica of the Grotto of Lourdes in France. The archdiocese says the church is no longer needed. That's because of a merger with nearby St. Mary's of the Lake. The pastor of both parishes said in a statement, quote, "This is a very difficult moment in the life of our parish. We understand that this decision will cause hurt, sadness, anger, and confusion." For more, let's bring in Katarina Garcia, president of the nonprofit Our Lady of Lourdes Church Preservation Society. Katarina, great to be with you today. So tell us a little bit more about Our Lady of Lourdes and why you say it qualifies as a historic landmark and it should be preserved.
Thank you, Tracy, for having me here. You brought tears to my eyes, sorry, because it's gonna close soon. Anyway, Our Lady of Lourdes has such a historical event that happened in 1929. It was literally across the street on the east side of Ashland Avenue. And Daniel Burnham, who is a prominent architect and urban developer in Chicago, wanted to widen the streets in Chicago. So in order for them to widen Ashland Avenue, they had to move the church literally across the street. They had 150 men and horses, and they put the 10,000-ton church on top of like 400 rails and 3,000 rollers, and literally moved it across the street, inching it. And then they rotated it 90 degrees once it was across the street, and then they cut the church in half and added a 30-foot insert. So then they were able to increase the capacity from like 800 people to 1,200 people. And that back then, 1929, that's such a very, like, I can't even think of the word. It's just a engineering feat.
Absolutely. I mean, it's incredible. And I know this means so much to you. I mean, I can hear it in your voice and almost brought you to tears there. The archdiocese, I mean, I know it means a lot to a lot of people too. The archdiocese says, though, that mass attendance has really steadily dropped and has limited help from priests. And it was really necessary to consolidate mass times and eventually close and merge with another nearby church. How would you respond to that? What would you say?
Well, personally, I feel like, and I represent the parishioners, that we disagree with that statement, because before the merge, Our Lady of Lourdes Church had the highest attendance compared to St. Mary of the Lake and St. Andrew. So we totally disagree with that. They decreased the masses that we had. So of course that's going to decrease attendance, and they increased the masses at St. Mary of the Lake. So we totally disagree with that.
We're almost out of time. There's so many more questions I have for you, but I really want to know this. I mean, how are your efforts going right now? And what do you want folks to know? I mean, this is just a beautiful church.
Yes. Well, I'm very excited. I'm actually going to City Hall this Thursday, and I'm going to pitch landmarking to the committee. So I'm excited about that. And then at the end of the month, I'm meeting with the Archdiocese of Chicago, the Alderman's office, and a representative from Father Durantes of St. Mary of the Lake. And I'm going to discuss purchasing the church from them.
Wow. Well, keep us posted, Katarina. We're going to be watching you and see what happens and praying as well. Thank you for your time.
Thank you so much.